Thank you so much, guys. I really need that love right now because I got to be honest with you, I'm feeling pretty self-conscious because my therapist told me that I talk about myself too much and that I need to start asking people more questions. So, what do you like about me so far? You know what's so crazy? I actually used to be terrified of public speaking. I don't know what happened. It must have flipped because now I have such a weird confidence, like really weird confidence where like even if I bomb here, I know that I'm not going to be nervous because I truly have the confidence to walk straight into traffic. Yay. Goddamn, I have just never understood my mom because I don't know Spanish. But I'm a Puerto Rican Jew and Puerto Rican Jews, like our moms want us brown enough for scholarships, but still white enough for tax fraud. So no taxes for me in 2 weeks. Being Puerto Rican and Jewish, it means one side of my family is collecting rent from the other side. But I'm DEI gold, okay? I'm DEI gold because on paper I get to be like, Bamba, mofongo, J-Lo's my mom, But then in the interview, I'm like, I can hide your yacht inside a nonprofit. It's true. Of course I'm a fiery Latina, okay? I'm a fiery Latina. I want to throw hands, I want to slap every dumb person I meet, but then the Jew in me starts calculating the hospital bill. Of course I've got like a Latina road rage too, but it's like a Jewish Latina road rage. Like I'm not going to key your car, but I will calmly follow you home and sue you and your whole family. I'm from New York, but people tell me that I don't sound like a New Yorker. They say I sound like I talk to spirits. And I'm like, yeah. Why you listening to us, okay? Why you doing that? My dad, his name is Larry. His name was Larry, and he was kosher all the way. Like kosher all the way. No pigs, no shellfish, no bipolar meds. Being bipolar without the meds, it's like being on drugs. He'd be like, I'm Jesus, I'm Christ. And I'd be like, this is great. I love being homeschooled. A man recently told me at a party, he goes, oh, you're Jewish. You must be controlling the weather right now. And I was like, that is so rude. And then I lowered the thermostat 10 degrees. You could probably imagine I come from immigrant parents, and no disrespect to regular parents, okay? But immigrant parents, they work the hardest for their kids to be fucked up. I'm kidding. My family, they work so hard for me. Like my family, they never slept and they worked night and day and they did everything to make me become the first generation in our family who could afford and go to therapy. Okay, look, I'm a millennial. Obviously, I'm in therapy, okay? Millennials, we get no credit, okay? We get no credit for being the first generation to make therapy cool, okay? We were the first to go to therapy, actually heal our trauma, and then still have kids with people we hate. Like, millennials saw the light and then just turned it off and went back to sleep. I think I have such a hard time with successful millennials because there are so few of us. Are any boomers in here? Like, yeah, okay. There's just so few. I mean, it's like just Mark Zuckerberg. And then the rest of us are just trying to buy a couch on Facebook Marketplace. And it's like every time I meet a millennial that founded a business, I'm like, you a Nepo baby? You a Nepo? You a Nepo? And they're like, no, bitch, this is Silicon Valley, okay? I've been investing in Bitcoin since I was 16. Okay, guys, when I was 16, I still believed in Santa Claus, which is weird being Jewish. I do believe in God. I believe in God and that he watches over me and that he ultimately decides where I go, and I call him my Uber driver. If you think about it, talking to God is like talking to your Uber driver, you know, because I make a request, he ignores me, and I say thank you so I don't die, you know? Maybe the women just relate to that one, yeah? The women know exactly what I'm talking about, you know? I went to a private school in New York City, and I gotta tell you, going to private school when you're not rich it's hard, you know, because you miss out on everything like a summer house or getting away with murder or getting your DUI buried. I mean, I did bury my DUI, but they just sent me another one in the mail. No, I'm kidding. I've never, ever gotten a DUI in high school. You know, they were just a bunch of Nepo babies. I went to school with a bunch of Nepo babies, like people that are successful because their parents are rich and famous. And, you know, I was thinking about it, and I might be a Nepo baby, okay? You know, because most actors are on Netflix because their parents are rich and famous, but I'm also on Netflix because my parents are paying for my subscription. You know? My parents, they're boomers. I think there's some boomers in here. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm so glad COVID didn't kill you all. No, you guys amaze me, you know, because you guys were the last generation that rejected therapy, but still became so successful, okay? I mean, you guys went to the moon. You wrote Harry Potter, and then invented transphobia. And I have 2 different therapists and still can't do Amazon returns, okay? I cannot. You know, the thing is really weird about me is strangers think my life is inspiring, but anyone from high school would be like, yeah, that tracks, okay? Like, strangers will be like, oh my God, you're making $5 on Facebook and performing in bars? You're going after your dreams. Oh my God. But people from high school would be like, wow, you're making $5 on Facebook and performing in bars? Of course. That tracks. You were held back twice. You know, I don't want to see you mid-morph, okay? I need 7 more years or else I'm just going to pretend I had a traumatic brain injury and I don't know who you are, okay? I have a learning disability, and I just got accommodations at work for my learning disability, which is so great. But I have an auditory processing disorder. So they ask what I need, but I'm like, sorry, what? You guys have been great. I'm Kelly Kaufman. Follow me on Instagram. Give it up for your host.